Ben Simmons is one of the more interesting cases when it comes to a fall from grace. Simmons has gone from one of the highest rated prospects to one of the most hated players in the NBA, especially if you ask any 76er fan. But how exactly did he get to this point? What exactly went wrong for Ben Simmons? And is it still possible for him to regain form and become a superstar or even just a regular starter in the league? These are questions we're here to hopefully answer in today's video. Welcome back to the channel, where we will be breaking down the rise and fall of Ben Simmons. Sit back and enjoy. Most people tend to wonder where things started to go wrong for Ben Simmons' time in the city of brotherly love. Well, to be honest, you could start from when he got drafted. Coming out of college, Ben Simmons was one of the highest rated prospects available in the draft, even getting comparisons to LeBron James from some scouts. But there were also several doubters when it came to his play, as there were several top prospects. Many people question his mentality and his seemingly lack of competitiveness. These concerns only grew after Simmons was drafted by Philly and refused to play in the summer league for the Sixers, and was even seen eating hot dogs and nachos on the sidelines for some of the games. Nevertheless, the season would soon begin, and it looked like Simmons would put the haters to rest. During his first season, he averaged 15.8 points per game, along with 7.7 assists and 8.8 rebounds. His performance was good enough to help propel the Sixers back into the playoffs for the first time since the 2011-2012 season. He did fairly well in the playoffs as well, with only one game under 10 points and a few double-doubles to his name. The Sixers were able to win their first-round matchup against the Heat in 5 games, but fell to the Celtics in 5 in the second round. Even so, it looked like the young Sixers and young Simmons were in for a very long and successful stretch over the next decade or so. His terrific first year was good enough for him to be named the 2018 Rookie of the Year. The following year, he would make his first All-Star game and would become a regular for the next few years. There was only one issue regarding his game, however, and that was his shooting ability. Simmons thrived on driving to the basket and drawing contact to frustrate his opponents, but when it came to shooting the ball, especially beyond the arc, he was one of the worst in the business. In fact, Simmons didn't even make his first career three-pointer until his third year in the league. Simmons addressed the issue and insisted that he would improve, yet as the year went on, it became apparent that that would not be the case. Fans became more and more agitated, and things finally started to hit the boiling point in the 2021 playoffs. In the second round of the playoffs, the Atlanta Hawks, led by Trae Young, were battling it out against the Sixers, who were the clear favorites with players like Joel Embiid and of course Simmons. Yet when it came down to the wire, Simmons was completely invisible throughout each and every game. Simmons would only go on to average 9.9 points per game, 8.6 assists, and 6.3 boards. While the assist and rebound totals aren't half bad, you would expect a lot more out of someone who was the first overall pick. His weakness at shooting the ball seemed to be a fear, and it showed in a pivotal moment in Game 7. With just over 3 minutes to go and the Sixers down by 2, Simmons drove to the basket and had a clear chance to dunk the ball and tie the game. Yet instead, he passed up the dunk and tried to give it to a teammate, who then had the ball stolen away. This play would go down in history, as the 76ers would go on to lose the game and the series in a year where they were the title favorites. Philly fans across the league immediately lashed out at Ben Simmons, calling him a bust or saying that he should never play basketball again. Well, it seems like Simmons took the words to heart, as he would go on to sit out the beginning of the next season and refuse to play until he was traded. It became a bitter and relatively sad story regarding his time in Philly, as he was traded at the deadline to the Brooklyn Nets for James Harden. To make matters worse for Simmons, he would go on to miss every single game this past season, stating mental health issues along with back problems. It seems like there's several points in Ben Simmons' career where you could say he started to show signs of disappointment or poor play, but it truly seems like the one play in the 2021 playoffs was the tipping point that sent Simmons into a downward spiral in terms of his ability. Simmons went from one of the most loved people in Philly, someone who was the heart and soul of that franchise, to being tossed on the curb within a span of months. It just goes to show how quickly someone's career can go from hero to zero. Do you guys still think that Ben Simmons has a chance to live up to his potential as the number 1 overall selection? If so, will it be in Brooklyn or somewhere else in the league? If not, tell us more what you think in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear all your opinions. But with that, that's all the time that we have for today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss another video. We'll see you guys next time.